guys, I'm here with both of my silicone baby Ethans. This one is Michael, the first one I've had for a while, and this one is Ethan, who I just received. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take off Michael's outfit here so that we can really compare and contrast the two babies. So let's go ahead and do that. And then after that, I will get this little guy dressed and put him back in his outfit. So anyway, yeah, I just thought it'd be easier to do this video while they were both, I had one baby undressed versus trying to, okay, sorry guys. So I try to navigate this sleeper. So yeah, and it's so interesting to see them like side by side too. He has like, oh, he's so cute. They're both so cute. Yeah, but we can kind of take a look at them side by side. And for those of you guys who are expecting this baby, you can kind of, yeah, you could definitely, I can definitely already feel a difference in the silicone. Like he's, this guy's is definitely more firm. So you can see as I'm squeezing him. And it's also interesting, his arms are more down and his kind of, I think because of the softness of the silicone, and his hold their pose a little bit more, if you can see that. Let me try to show you kind of side by side. Oh my gosh, how cute are these two little guys? So again, let's take a look at their faces. There's this little guy, this is Ethan, and this one is Michael. So yeah, even though they're twins, you could definitely tell them apart, in my opinion. And I think Michael's hair is a little bit lighter. It's black, but it's like a softer black, and his seems a little darker. So, but yeah, you can see, I mean, size-wise, they're the same, definitely. It's funny, I think, I think you might be a little chunkier. I'm kind of looking at them. So I'm going to kind of contrast for you the silicone and how it handles. And so you can see here, as I squeeze it, versus here, see it's like softer. So it's completely a personal preference thing. There are some collectors who prefer the silicone not to be too soft, but I know for me, I prefer the softer, so that was why I wanted a second one. But I also was too attached to this little guy to let him go, so is he not the cutest? Like, look how adorable. Look at that darling face. He's so cute. And yeah, the hands and the details there. I think one difference when it's like, I'm trying to find, yeah, you have to be really, really careful when it's so soft like this, just about the fingers and the limbs. I was trying to see if these were all, yeah, they are all articulated on the super soft one. Yeah, oops, let me take this off. A little bit of lint or something. There we go. Yeah, and here it's all articulated as well. But so I think for a lot of collectors, a lot of collectors would find this to be perfect. But in terms of the movement of the head, he kind of holds his pose a little bit more, versus this little guy, you can kind of move it a little bit more. So he's definitely feels soft like baby Lynn, which is like what I wanted. But oh my goodness, are they not just both so precious? I can't get over it. Okay, let's check out their backs. Kind of just see little back rolls and everything. So cute. And this little guy too on his back. Kind of here, I'm going to move him over because otherwise this is kind of hard. Oh my goodness, I'm just in love. In love. And I was so tempted to get the Maggie super soft that didn't have the armatures, but I'm just glad I didn't, because I have too many babies and I think it would have just been too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Michael dressed again, but I hope that's helpful in kind of just showing you some of the differences. So you can see this silicone is definitely softer than Eco 20, but like but still has a little bit more of an Eco 20, definitely closer to Eco 20 than to Eco 10, whereas this one is definitely like the buttery soft that like I really wanted. So Andrea, Linda, thank you so much. He is absolutely perfect. So happy with him. And they both are adorable. But they have like different expressions. Like, I actually think his face is like a little bit cuter. But I mean, they both look adorable. I don't know what it is. Yeah, something about his like a little expression. So cute. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, but let me go ahead and get him back dressed back up so we can kind of put him away, and then I will do a separate video to change this guy. So yeah, but let me know. I'm curious if any of you guys have twins. So this is my third set of twins because I have 2 Emery Mays and 2 Molinas, as a lot of you guys know. And I do kind of wonder if it's overkill to have so many, but I've spoken about this in past videos. I kind of like knowing I have a backup, I guess, just in case something happens, or and I guess also with I have 2 kids. I don't know if both of them would either, or if even any of them would be interested in my doll collection when I'm not around anymore. But anyway, so it's so interesting to think about silicone babies and the silicone doll art hobby. I don't know if any of you guys have caught the that movie on Apple. Sorry, not the movie. It's a TV show on Apple TV called The Servant. I saw this on Facebook. Susan Gibbs had publicized that. I think it's a Laura Tuzio Ross silicone baby that was used in the movie, and it's a kind of like a horror movie type of deal. So there's a spoiler alert if you guys are not interested in being spoiled. I only watched the first episode. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching. I'm not really into scary stuff. I'm just such a scaredy cat. But I am kind of curious what happens. But apparently it's a situation where a couple, they lost their child, at like the age of 12 weeks or something. It was probably SIDS. And then they decided to, and then the wife was just having a really, really hard time coping with that loss. And the only thing that brought her solace and comfort was getting a silicone baby, which she, I think, certifiably believes is a real baby. Okay. So, and they kind of humor her, carry on this charade. And then they even let her hire a nanny for when she decides to go back to work. And then the nanny just is totally treating this baby as if it were real as well, even when the mom is like not around, because the dad was like, well, look, you're in on this. You don't have to, this is going to be the easiest babysitting gig ever. Go ahead and live it up, whatever. But she's like a live-in au pair, I guess. So, but anyway, long story short, end of the episode. So the nanny goes out. And then I guess the silicone baby has been put down in the room for a nap. And then the dad hears like a real baby crying from the baby monitor. And then he goes upstairs, looks in the crib, and it's a real baby. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. I mean, I have like mixed feelings about this kind of thing because I think it perpetuates the like impression of like weirdness about the hobby that, those of us who collect are only collecting to like replace a baby that was lost, or or maybe have psychological issues and thinking that the baby is real. So I don't know how I feel about all of that. I mean, it is cool that the silicone baby art form is like getting out there and people are kind of seeing and maybe getting exposed to this amazing art. And I can imagine some people watching this movie who are not in the hobby thinking like, oh wow, I didn't know that they could make baby dolls so realistic. So I'm sure it'll definitely bring like exposure to the hobby, but it definitely highlights it in this sort of like weird factor. So anyway, I didn't mean to like digress and go off on a tangent and talk all about that movie, but since I was changing him back, I thought I would go ahead and mention it. And anyway, let me know what you guys think of the 2 of them compared to each other. I'll show them like one more time. And then also, you know, have you seen the that show on Apple TV Plus? And, you know, let me know what you guys think. So anyway, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.